I'm going to squeeze in a waterfall hike, and if there's time I'll do a peak. Clematis Falls and Chatauqua Peak. They're the distances and times. And we are going to make a start. I'll set my timer to on. There we go. This is my first time to go to these waterfalls, and I'm really going to try to rush it to see if I can do Chatauqua Peak. Don't know if I will have the time. I've only got like an hour and a half tops. That says it's an hour and a half one way. Oh, there's a big boy just up ahead. Good morning. Hello. There's heaps of roos all around the place here, and a couple of wallabies scattered around for good measure too. Now I understand Clematis Falls is a seasonal waterfall. Not expecting too much water. Alright, here's another sign. Yep, 5 minutes up that way to the waterfalls, 1 hour up this way to the peak. Let's get to the falls first. This is it. Clematis Falls in the dry. Let's go a bit closer. So basically this will be an end point, with the option now of going up to Chatauqua Peak. But there's a few driblets of water. I'm no longer thirsty. Righto, it did take me about 12 minutes just to get here. I've fluffed around a bit. It's 18 minutes now and it's time for me to go. Let's see if I can get to this peak in Jelbuilder time. Really nice spot there. All right, here's our turn off. It's basically 20 minutes in total for me at the moment. That's majestic. You can see over there the Pinnacle, all shrouded in clouds this morning. It's breathtaking. The run up here took my breath. Over here there's a lookout. I was somewhere down there, that's where the base of the falls were. Now this is nice, but I'm not going to settle for second best. I want to keep going up. Let's hit the peak. And voila, here is the intersection. Okay, it's taken me 16 minutes from the waterfalls to get up here. This says 1 hour. So I did eat my Wheaties and I had my toasty today. So Chatauqua Peak, 300 meters, 15 minutes. And this is a junction point. The Grampians Peaks Trail, that is a 160 kilometer trail that you can do, I've read, over 13 days. I actually met two ladies who were doing this trail. They're up to day 5. I'll just keep walking. They're up to day 5. But the way they do it, it's very coordinated, and they actually have assistance. They kind of do it as part of some package, but they do it themselves, and every 2 days they get a food drop somewhere, so they don't have to carry much food with them. They find these little remote campsites, but it's all very well coordinated. There's cabins, so they're not actually setting up tents. And yeah, they just hike, I don't know, maybe 15, 20 Ks a day. And that gets them in 13 days across the whole 160 kilometer trail. That's called the Grampians Peaks Trail. Look, here it is right here. Chatauqua Peak. It's a real privilege to be able to come here. Like, this is just magnificent. Back home where I am in southeast Queensland, you don't have this in my neck of the neighbourhoods. You can go off track a lot and find these kinds of, not like this, but find a lot of fun trails. But we don't have this. You have to go to a place called Girraween next to Stanthorpe. Might be the closest, but in my neck of the neighbourhoods, you haven't got this. Like, check it out. Actually, wait till I get to the peak, then we'll check it out. All right, there's an arrow pointing the way up here, so let's do the arrow way. I can see that this probably is not a good idea to do when it's wet. Whew. Whew. But wait, there's more. Oh, final ascent, yeah. Yeah, I did it one hand, sort of. Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Oh, gosh. Golly gosh. All right, so time-wise, took me 22 minutes from the waterfalls. Oh. I gotta get right to the end. I think this might be it. No, this is it. So check this out, like, unbelievable. This is Hall's Gap, and you kind of now really get the sense of why it's called Hall's Gap. I mean, this is a whole corridor in between two mountain ranges. That's the Pinnacle and the various different peaks there. I did a video, me and my wife hiked around there. And then just this whole township right in the center of this big gap. I tell you what, if you come here to the Grampians, do Chatauqua Peak. This is just blowing my mind away. I can see a sort of a cave directly there. Oh man, it's sort of cut out. Alright, it's time for me to get off this rock. This was simply spectacular, sensational, amazing. Alright, my work here is done. I just can't stress how sensational this peak is. I just love it, and this has really satisfied my thirst for something like this. You probably have to be all right with heights and rock scrambling because there's a little bit involved. There's a bit of an ascent, but if you're looking for something fun and a little bit challenging but very, very doable, this is the peak that you want to give a crack at. This would be extremely slippery if it was wet. So for crying out loud, don't do these places when it's wet. Exercise some common sense and value your life. I've just come out of that Razorback Ridge. Can't stress how fun that is. All right, now we're coming back to our junction, just down here, and then we'll just descend down. Okay, that took me about 6 minutes, and now it's game on. Let's go. Hey, look where we are again. Oh. Let's not dilly-dally. Iron Man, go. Bump, 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 bow, bow, bow. All right, here we are. That took me in total 25 minutes to come down from the top of Chatauqua Peak. It's kind of tricky to pronounce. Very easy to do in my opinion. I loved it. Highly recommend that you do it. And hey, if I can do that and I'm 84 years old, surely some of you young whippersnappers can make it down even faster than me. Thank you very much for watching the video. On to my next adventure.